What I've said is there's really four things we've got to do to get our arms around the pension problem. So for the state, it's about 100 billion, 60 of pension, 40 billion of healthcare. For the statewide, it's 182. That includes local cities and municipalities. So, and the reason that the cities and municipalities care what the state does is it almost sets the benchmark for their negotiations. I mean, you know, the Orange County Police don't report to the governor. The Orange County Fire Department, the sheriffs do not report to the governor, but they look to what happens at the state level to guide their negotiations. So here's, we've got to first look at retirement age. For public safety, we've got to look at 55 to 6, from 50 to 55, and for everyone else, 55 to 65. Okay. And I believe the Orange County sheriffs just accomplished this, actually, in negotiation with Orange County. I think the sheriffs went from 50 to 55.
That's right.
That's true. Yeah, they did.
Then we have to take vesting periods and extend them. You know, you have to work longer before you get your entire pension when you hit retirement age. I believe we're also going to have to look at the percentage that the employee contributes to their pension, maybe from a 5% to a 10% contribution. And then new employees are going to have to come in under a different deal, because the real problem here is it's a defined benefit as opposed to a defined contribution. And it's one of the reasons why you know, the private sector went to defined contribution for so many years ago, because you cannot be on the hook for anticipated return rates. I mean, the biggest problem that happened here when Gray Davis really gave away the store to the unions, the implicit investment return rate was something like 9.75%.
And they extrapolated that.
And they extrapolated that. I mean, the Dow would have to be at 25,000 today to have made this payout. So, so that's what the things we're going to have to look at. And now what I have done, and you've probably read, is I've said, listen, for the public safety employees that report to the governor, which is the CHP and CAL FIRE, I am willing to leave that as a defined benefit program for new employees. And I was persuaded by the need for recruitment. The public safety is the #1 issue, you know, facing every single government. And I was persuaded as I sat with these law enforcement executives about the need for their recruitment. So that's what I've said about that.
Does that include firefighters?
Well, it includes CAL FIRE. And CAL FIRE is the only thing that reports to the governor.
There's no shortage of people who can apply and qualify to become firefighters. On the police side, there is a shortage of people. Yes. They do have a hard time filling spots.
And I've met with, you know, the Peace Protective League, the PPL, you know, in LA and other places, and you're exactly right. But I made a decision, you know what, firefighters and CHIP, which reports to the governor, okay, we will stick with the defined benefit program. If we can get all those other things accomplished that I described, we have a chance of getting this getting this ship righted over time, in combination with a decrease in the number of state employees.
What percentage of state employees require in police?
Statewide, I don't know. For the governor, it's only about 12%. Statewide, I don't know. It's actually, it's not, I don't know, we can get you that data, but we ran the math on, you know, the percentage of folks that would be in the defined benefit, but the defined benefit, the whole thing would be different, obviously, right? Increased retirement age, vesting age, that kind of thing.
But when, I mean,